South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joe Williams. And the Patriots are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Got his man. That's Harry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Here's 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll take this one down near the 15. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the gun, Watson. That's swung out wide to Harris.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they run with Harris off the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson now to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Andy Isabella.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll go option to the short side. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That 2nd down play nets a -4. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
on 2nd and 7. Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Christian Barmore breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Patriots.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 31.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll roll him out right. Finding room to the 20. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Watson. It's brought in by Harris. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there for the Dolphins. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big gain.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing again is Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now stands at 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Pushes him over, and that is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And now here is another interception.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
On 2nd and 7, Watson.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third down, here's Harris. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Christian Barmore picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's caught by Myers. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for New England.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On third down, it's Harris. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He'll look to throw. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll look to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play.